Hello, I'm Chiranjit Gupta and you're here with me at the Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2025 in Abu Dhabi. My next guest today for the studio interview is Correy Massey, Product Champion iComplete at TechnipFMC. Correy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now to start off, talk to us about why unconventional sources are becoming so important, especially here in the Middle East.
Yeah, I think unconventional resources are a crucial part of our energy supply. The variability there and the additional optionalities that countries have to be able to supply energy for their resources are important. And unconventionals have proven to be very influential for the global market. But that's nowhere truer is it here than it is here in the Middle East. The resources are extensive, the oil and gas supplies here are important, and energy is only going to grow. And those gas demands are going to be important for not only this region, but globally.
Talking about home-produced natural gas, what are the advantages that iComplete brings, especially in the context of the increasing need for natural gas?
Yeah, unconventionals are a little bit more difficult to manage than other resources. And with iComplete, we're focused on trying to grow the economies of scale and be able to give the operator a chance to increase the volume of wells that need to be produced and completed. And to do that, you can only bring a system, an ecosystem that can help drive that cost per lateral foot down. There's a lot more wells involved, and we really try to focus on getting that scaling and out there for the customers to drop that lower cost per lateral foot. So that's important. Those scales are important for their business, and that's what we focus on with iComplete.
Now, all this wouldn't be possible without a digital backbone.
Yeah.
Talk to us more about the digital backbone for iComplete.
Yeah, digital backbone is called CyberFrac. There's a lot of digitization going on, electrification, a lot of discussions around AI, et cetera. Our backbone is purely focused on industrializing the operations that our customers have, the scale they need to support those energy demands, and the volume of wells they need to pull through to be able to support those demands are significant. And as a result, these operations become highly complicated. There's a lot of simultaneous operations happening, and they get very complicated very quickly. So you'll hear a lot about automation, and that's one step. You'll hear a lot about data and AI, but that's also just a small step. Really, the focus here for us, and what should be the focus for the industry, is autonomy. These systems and these operations are so complicated and so evolved compared to what they used to be. Relying on a single human to make the decision thousands of times a pad is unrealistic. So full autonomy is where we need to be. And at that point, then you can really step into the next level where you can take data and AI can start analyzing these things and then push for the efficiencies that we need at scale. So that's what our focus is for our digital backbone for iComplete.
Now, diving a little deeper into what you just said, the points that you made about autonomy and automation, why are these concepts so important for you at TechnipFMC?
Yeah, the reason it's important for us is not only trying to get the efficiencies we need out of the business, but we really are trying to focus on the efficiencies of how we do the business. We want to do more with less. I want companies out there to be able to pump 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and do it with less equipment, do it with less people, and scale down to what's really essential. There's no need for me to bring extra people and extra equipment to locations to try to drive efficiencies up. That's only going to drive costs up. It's going to endanger people, put them in hazardous locations. So automation doesn't really get you there. Adding more equipment doesn't really get you there. You need to drive to a point where we can get down to the truly essential needs of equipment and people and allow the system to run itself based on certain inputs, your standard operating procedures, and allow the humans that are in charge of location to be able to control more with less.
Correy, talk to us about the world record that iComplete set at the Permian.
Yeah,
and,
so
the successes of the product.
Yeah, there's been several records set, and many people have seen a lot of announcements over the various media profiles out there. About a year ago or so, we set the first record of being able to pump continuously for 274 hours. And we did that straight, pumped at high rate for 274 hours without stopping. That's great to have one record, and that's one setting that we were able to, that's kind of set the new standard of the way we do business now. And now we're looking at really, what is your daily average per day of pumping? Not just for this day or tomorrow, not just for a full pad. I want to continuously pump and allow a fleet to sit still for a full year and raise that average from something like 12 hours a day or 16 hours a day for a full year average to 23 hours a day, 365 days a year. Only then can you really get those economies of scale to play out for you.
Correy, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for your superb insights.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
And
Appreciate
for coming
it.
down to the Energy Connect studio.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, and you can get more interviews like this and comprehensive coverage of the energy industry at energyconnect.com. I'll be back with more studio interviews from ADIPEC 2025. Until then, goodbye.